The Northern Regional Fire Officer, Assistant Chief Fire Officer James Ankra, who disclosed the fires at a pull-out ceremony of the Deputy Regional Fire Officer, Assistant Chief Fire Officer Orison Damashi, said the service has mapped out some strategic programs to concretize the radical shift in paradigm for firefighting.
For the first quarter of this year, 2022, the region recorded a total of 167 fire outbreaks against 137 in the same period last year. It is evident to all that the cases of fire outbreaks being recorded across the country is alarming and calls for concerted efforts to bring the situation to its barest minimum. As a service, we have mapped up some strategic programs to concretize the radical shift in paradigm from firefighting to fire safety. This includes preventive and preemptive measures towards addressing the fire menace, including not only awareness creation but also to sustain the awareness that we have to create on the hazards of fire.
ACFO James Ankra said the fire service has collaborated with the National Signal Bureau to establish an emergency command center at the Tamale Regional Headquarters to facilitate the reception of emergency calls.
We have also succeeded in drilling and mechanizing 3 boreholes, one at the regional headquarters here, one at the Tamale Metropolitan Fire Station, and one at Bimbila. In fact, we really appreciate our stakeholders who sponsored this August feat. Water for firefighting has been a challenge for us. Indeed, we also need water for training. So how can we train when the region itself is needing water for people to drink and to live? The service, in collaboration with the National Signal Bureau, is establishing an emergency command center at the Tamale Regional Headquarters here, where the emergency calls will come here direct. We have been having challenges. Some of the calls, when it comes, the 192 especially, will go to Accra before it will refer to us here in the region, and that will delay in our response.
The Northern Regional Minister, Alhaji Shani Alhassan Shaibu, in his welcome address said the Northern Region has just 5 operating fire stations in the 16 regions, which he said was woefully inadequate.
The Northern Region has 5 operating fire stations in the 16 MMDs, which is woefully inadequate. However, it is heartwarming to know that the Tolong and Sobobo districts have completed the construction of fire posts for the fire service.
The outgoing Deputy Fire Officer, Orison Damashi, on his part, pleaded with the officers to give in their support to the new Regional Fire Officer and his team.
I plead with you all to give your unflinching support to the Regional Fire Officer and management to project the image of the service through excellent service delivery as enshrined in the Constitution of the service.